Hey guys, thanks for being here. Today I'm going to talk about match total exposure. And so if you're watching this, you may have just come through my online course on lighting. And so I'm glad you're here. If you are finding this in a different way through YouTube or something else, then I'll put a link to that online lighting course. It's free, and I think it can be a great resource for you. But I just want to talk about some techniques that I use to get my lighting right inside of Lightroom. And so these may be something you already know, but for those of you that don't know, it's pretty awesome. And so I have this session of this senior girl up here, and let's pretend, for example, that my lighting was not right on these images. And but on this one I get it set exactly how I want it. I can use match total exposure to go through and use the settings that I've selected for this image and apply it to these in a smart way. So when you sync lighting or you sync settings across multiple images, it copies them exactly. Meaning if I have exposure set for plus 1.0, then whatever I sync it to, it syncs it plus 1.0 to all the other images. Well, match total exposure does something different. What it does is it takes into account the settings that you had, your exposure settings, and then it also takes into account, let me go into the develop module, what you have set on your exposure setting here. So if, for example, between images these numbers change, match total exposure will also adjust this number. So your lighting, in essence, is being matched by the image and what the image needs itself. And so let me just do it real quick. If I select these images, if you go up, I'm in the library module. If you go up to Photo, Develop Settings, Match Total Exposure, you'll see that it fixes these ones easily. Now, I probably could have synced that, right? Because these images were all shot in the same place, in the same light, same everything. And so a sync of whatever I had selected would have worked. But let's go to these images up here, and let's say these ones were messed up as well. Let me even go up to some of these. And so if these were all messed up like this, if I was to sync, here what I'll do is I'll sync my exposure only setting across these images. You'll see what it does. It brightens this one a bit, that one stays dark, and then those two remain dark. So as I sync that, it doesn't really fix the lighting issues of these images because they're in a different spot. But if I do match total exposure, it will take into account each image's settings, exposure settings, and then adjust to the amount of light that I want. And so match total exposure is a quick way to get your lighting right without syncing it. Because like I said, syncing is just taking whatever number it is and making that the same number on all the other images, whereas match total exposure does it intuitively. So we talked about it's in the photo menu if you are in the library module. In the develop module, I think it's in the settings. There it is, in the settings. I have it memorized by its keyboard shortcut. So, and that is the Shift Option Command M on a Mac or Shift Alt Control M on a PC. And so I'll very rapidly just hit that keyboard shortcut and get all of my images lighting fixed. So there you go, a quick little shortcut that hopefully can help you get the lighting in your images even better. Thanks for being here.